beat anybody. And I was like, nah, Sukuna's not even the top 50 strongest anime villains. I can name a number of anime villains that are.
I want to withhold judgment on Sukuna until the series gets closer to done. You've got manga spoilers, but I don't know what happens. But Sukuna's seeming like. Now, if we're going to talk about, are we talking about raw strength? Or are we talking about? I don't know about raw. I mean, he's up there. Don't get me wrong.
Strong.
If he's in the top 50, he's probably like number 40. Right?
Because the reason I would put him up there is because like the dismantling cleave shit is cool, right? Even the world cutting.
It's flashy. For me, it's like everything we don't know. This motherfucker has techniques out the ass. We'll just make some shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Fire arrow out.
You'll just make some shit up.
But when you get to the heavy hitters, like that doesn't work against Shigaraki. Shigaraki's got hyper regeneration, so slashing him a bunch is not gonna work against Shigaraki. He's just gonna hyper heal, and he doesn't have a reverse. He doesn't need no special energy to heal. He just heals automatically as a result, as an aspect of his body. So that doesn't work against Shigaraki. Not to mention Shigaraki can decay the ground, and anything Shigaraki decays the thing next to it, which decays the thing next to it, which decays the thing next to it. That's how you destroyed an entire city. So like
Shigaraki, that was
from My Hero, like Aizen. That's not gonna work against Aizen. That's not gonna work against Aizen.
You know, Aizen's a meme. After we did our Bleach episode, I've done a little bit of research into Bleach, man. And Aizen, on the Bleach forum by itself, they're just sort of like, he's a meme to the point where some shit will happen in regular life, and you'll be like, oh, you thought that Ukraine getting invaded was a surprise to you, but in reality, Aizen's seen that shit like a few episodes ago or whatever. They were saying like everything is part of Aizen's plan, like
because really,
every meticulous detail.
This nigga Aizen's such a thug, bruh, and he's no slouch in a fight. This nigga knows all the
He's brutal.
He knows all the keto.
You can't beat him in a fight. Fuck the Hangyoku.
Never mind the fact that Hangyoku only allows him to be, essentially allows him to grant any wish upon himself that he desires. He can only really be defeated if you got some, unless you fucking Urahara. That's really the only people that's really beating Aizen. We seen Aizen fight a being in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc who had the ability to completely see and interact with the future. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
And Aizen was not only able to fuck up his perception of the world, Aizen also went in with Ichigo, and Ichigo only wins fighting Yhwach because Aizen was there. If Ichigo had to fight Yhwach by himself after he absorbed the Soul King, Ichigo would have lost.
Do you remember that part, like, during Aizen's trial where they're just sort of like, you've done all this horrible shit. Would you have anything to say for yourself? And Aizen's just sort of like, to be honest, I think y'all are a bunch of insects and this is retarded. How are you guys going to talk to a god this way? And they're just sort of like, hey, you think you could just say whatever you want to just because you're immortal? Bow, 10,000 years. You know, I was just like, oh my god, Aizen's hilarious, bro. It was just to be honest, I don't even know why we're here. Y'all are fun. Y'all ain't going to win.
Aizen could have become the Soul King, like, straight up. Like,
he was like right here, bro. He was right here.
Like Aizen could have legit become the Soul King.
He had a whole plan the entire time. I don't know what they were thinking.
Like Aizen could.
You can't kill him.
You can't kill him. He's completely immortal. So like, back to the Sukuna comparison, Sukuna's strongest move is this world cutting slash that cuts the world. The only problem is we've seen people like Griffith. The Sword of Actuation cut space and time too. So the Sword of Actuation would have got through Gojo's Infinity also. So the Sword of Actuation cut space and time. We saw this nigga Griffith take the slash out the sky, stretch the shit out, look at it, oh that's nice, and then use it to kill Ganishka. So anybody with the ability to cut dimensions, pretty much or resist the ability to that ability used upon them, they're gonna beat Sukuna. So Griffith, Aizen, fucking Cell, Majin Buu, Frieza.
Nah, don't do Dragon Ball. That's not fair.
It's not
fair.
Griffith, Aizen, fucking. I was telling the dude. He was like, name 10 characters who could beat Sukuna. I said, Griffith, Aizen, Psyche K.
I could probably name more than 10. Oh, Psyche K is a god.
Yeah, Psyche K.
Psyche K influenced the entire helix of the human population's DNA thing just so that his pink hair wouldn't stand out. Like, Psyche K is a god for real. I want to cosplay as Psyche K. He's the man. He's for real the man.
Psychic K's
I
power.
love his show.
They knocked the little thing out of his head, and everybody got turned to stone. Anybody who looked upon him when them things weren't in his head got turned to stone immediately. Like, what the fuck? So essentially, all Psychic K got to do to beat your favorite anime character is take the fucking things out of his head and turn them into stone.
He could just think about them. He give him a heart attack. He's got it for real. It's like
No,
okay,
seriously,
like
he's really God.
Seriously,
really God.
you can't do shit about him. Seriously.
Like you said, the nigga changed the DNA of the whole planet to allow for people to have different color hair, so that him having pink hair wouldn't stand out, which is insane. And he did this without the world knowing.
Light could probably beat Sukuna. He hasn't got no last name, does he?
So nigga might be like Ryomen Sukuna. Boom. Yeah, there you go. Dead. Shit. I feel like Father from. Father.
He's broken as shit too, bro.
Yep. What's his name? The Fuhrer from Full Metal Alchemist.
You talking about Pride?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a whole fucking problem. This dude like fought a tank platoon with a rapier and was ripping them apart and doing like Sharingan shit.
When he ran into that fucking, when he showed up, everybody thinking the Fuhrer did. That nigga show up, nigga, and attacks that military base that everybody was in and ran everybody's fade, the whole cast fade.
No one ever talks about this, but that motherfucker do look like Hitler a little bit.
He did.
He got an eye patch, but like if you like make him skinnier and
Definitely
slick his hair
Hitler.
back, like and like cut his mustache down a little bit, like
He definitely looks like Hitler. Definitely on this Hitler